Let's learn about reported speech. And remember, if you have any questions after this video, I do have a unit with engaging lessons linked in the video description below. So check it out. And notice, this is a part 2 video. So be sure you have watched the part 1 before you jump in. To review, why do we use reported speech? We use reported speech to report to another person what somebody said to us or told us. So when your friend asks you, wait, what did she say? You report back that she told me that she had failed the exam last week. Reported speech is different from direct speech. Direct speech uses quotations to tell us exactly what someone said. For example, he said, I think the train left 5 minutes ago. Or, he told me we missed this train. With reported speech, we do not use quotation marks because we are not using someone's exact word, but we are instead sharing their information. So it looks more like this. He said he thought the train had left 5 minutes back. He told me that we had missed that train. You need to do a couple of things with reported speech. First, use said or told correctly. And then you need to backshift the verbs, which I went over in the part 1 video. Finally, you need to change the pronouns and any time or place markers as needed. So let's look at how we do that. So in a similar way that we backshift our verbs to the past tense, we do the same for the modals. For example, if your friend directly says, I will fly to Chicago next week, you will report that to someone else by saying, she said that she would fly to Chicago next week. Will changes to would. And backshifts to could. So the direct speech of a friend saying, I can arrive early is changed to, he told me that he could arrive early. Can changes to could. Finally, must changes to had to. I must talk to my boss before the conference. In the reported speech, this looks like, she said that she had to talk to her boss before the conference. Okay, let's practice with some fill in the blanks for the modals. You will need to backshift the modals to their respective past tense modal. Pause the video to write down your answers, and when you are ready to check them, hit play. Let's take a look. At number 1, the modal in the direct speech is will. So the correct answer is would. I will read number 1 and feel free to read along with me to practice your fluency. She said that she would meet me at the theater at 6:30. Number 2, the modal is can in the direct speech, so the correct answer is could. She said that she could go to the restaurant with you. Number 3, the modal is must, so the correct answer is had to. Let's read together. He told us he had to remember to bring money. All right, now let's look at shifting or changing the pronouns and the time place markers. So since the person used a pronoun to describe themselves or others in the direct speech, we do have to change the pronouns to fit the situation. So I and we might change to he, she, or they. If your female friend told you, I will fly next week with them, we land at 8, you would report it as she said that she would fly next week with them. They will land at 8. You change the I to she because, of course, it's a female and she told you. You also change the we to they. Time markers like now, today, yesterday, or ago will shift to then, yesterday, the day before, or back. So if your male friend says to you, I am reading now, I will rest today because I worked yesterday, you would report that back as he said he was reading then. He would rest that day because he had worked the day before. Now, if you are saying this on the same day that you talked to him, and so today is still today, you don't need to change that, but you could change today to yesterday or that day, and then you change yesterday to the day before. I know it's a lot, but just remember to shift the time back. Place markers like here, this, and these will backshift to there, that, and those. This isn't really a time shift, but more of a physical distance shift. So if your friend says directly, this is the report, these results will be shared here, you would report it back as, she said that was the report. Those results would be shared there. Let's practice with some fill in the blanks for the pronouns and the time place markers. Pause the video to write down your answers, and when you are ready to check them, hit play. Let's take a look. In number 1, the pronoun and the time markers are I and ago. So the correct answer is going to be she and that. Let's read it again together to practice our fluency. She said she had moved about 10 years back. Number 2, we have 3 here. The pronoun, the place marker, and the time marker is I, these, and now. So the correct answer is he, those, and then. He told me that he was grading those exams then. And number 3, the pronoun and the time marker is we and yesterday. So our correct answers should be they and the day before. He said they had finished the project the day before. These are tough, but this is advanced English. And if you can do this, you really begin to develop true fluency. So to practice, turn these direct speech quotations into reported speech. Write your answers to maybe one, a few, or all of these in the comments below. And if you have any questions, please feel free to also leave those in the comments as well. And thanks again for practicing your English with me. I'll see you in our next lesson.